Hello guys, welcome back. It's Tiff with Griff. Today's video is a really exciting one, especially for me, and I hope it is for you. Today I'm going to introduce you guys to my new horse. If you saw my most recent video, you would have seen me working with a trial horse that I had, which might have given you a clue that I was looking for a new horse. But we ended up keeping that trial horse, so we're going to go meet him and get some cool footage of him. Okay, so this is Baloo. He is a 5-year-old off-the-track thoroughbred. He is about 16.1 hands high. Thankfully, we did not have to travel far to get him. We traveled about an hour, and he trailered super awesome. I hadn't trailered a horse in quite a while, and I was kind of nervous about trailering him, but he kind of trailered himself for me, which was nice. Let's see, he is a chestnut, so now I have 5 orange horses. I was kind of looking for a different colored horse, but he was in our price range and he was close to us, and he's a super fast learner, which is something that I will be telling you guys a lot about because it's awesome to be able to work with such a young horse that is really fast at learning, especially for him because when he came to us he didn't have very much training, or we don't really know what training he had. So it's awesome that he's fast at learning and he's gonna pick up on stuff hopefully really easily. Okay, so Baloo has been with us here for 3 weeks now. For the first 2 weeks he was in quarantine just so we can make sure that he didn't have any feral germs or infections that could have spread to our other horses. Since he's been here with us 3 weeks now, he's been introduced to the other horses. The tarp that was dividing him and Griffin's stall is now down. We have not put them out to graze yet just because we just seeded, so we can't really do that. But yeah, so Baloo is now the youngest horse by a landslide here at our barn. Our youngest horse that we had was Griffin, and he is now 17 years old. So Baloo is the youngest horse here. So he'll add a bit of spice to our turnout time to the other horses. He is also now the tallest horse. Griffin is around 16 hands high, and he was the tallest. But now that Baloo is here and he's beaten by 0.1, Griffin's a bit sour. He has 4 white legs and then all white feet, which isn't good for me because that means that he's going to need shoes, which is more money. That's okay. He has... Come here, Baloo. He has a smaller head than I was expecting, and I have not bought him a halter yet, so he's wearing Griffin's extremely large halter. He has a blaze on his head, obviously, and then a nice long forelock, which I love, and his mane is super wavy, which I think is incredibly adorable. He's got a really short neck and really long legs, which means that when he's going down to eat stuff on the ground, he has to stand in an extremely awkward position. But I mean, he's got to do what he's got to do. He's got a shorter body and then a pretty good sized tail. Okay, so for the first week that Baloo was here with us, we just did a bunch of groundwork stuff so we could understand who is the leader in this relationship. He picked up on that stuff real fast, which was nice, and we could quickly move on to me actually getting on him and working him under saddle. And it's been about now 2 weeks since I've been riding him, and he's improved a lot from when we first started working with him. Before I sat on him, we did a lot of lunging, and we were doing that. My mom and I realized that he had probably never been lunged before in his life. Besides lunging, we've also introduced him to side reins just because he would throw his head quite a bit, and we want him to understand that we don't want that. And he's picked up on that real nice. When we first put them on, we figured he'd try to fight them, but he was really, really good about just keeping his head in a neutral position and not pulling against them. With working him under saddle, we've kind of just started off by introducing him to some really simple stuff like leg yielding. I have not jumped him yet because he's not quite ready for that. He needs to build up more of basics. But we had our first canter just recently. He isn't as good with canter as he is with walk trot. It was a lot of, he needed to go faster to pick up the canter, which his fast trot, I get quite bumpy on, and so it was hard to keep my stirrups, and so then I'd have to slow him down and then we do it all over again. Of course, it will come with time, as will his head throwing, but I'm super proud of how well he's been doing, and I'm super excited to see how we work together and see if I'll be keeping him. Yeah, he's different from the horses that I've been riding. Like I said, the youngest horse we had here was a 17-year-old paint, and now the youngest horse we have is a 5-year-old, so it's quite a big gap, not only with age, but just with their mentality and physical physique, I guess. But yeah, I'm super excited to see how he does. I'm super excited to start jumping. I want to do eventing. I'm not sure if I'll go back with him. One of the reasons why I might sell him, just because he has some old splints on his front legs, which they can flare up when you're working on hard ground, and I don't really want to hurt him. I want to be able to work with a horse that I know will be capable of enduring a lot of stuff. And another big question I'm sure you're all wondering is if I'm getting rid of Griffin. And no, I'm not getting rid of Griffin. He's going to be staying with us forever. I don't know how much work I'll be putting into him just because he is getting to an older age, but I do want to show him. It would probably just be small schooling shows though, and so of course I'll keep working him. We're going to keep jumping. And it won't be more work with Baloo and less work with Griffin. I think right now I've been working Griffin more than I'm working Baloo. So Griffin will be staying with us. He's gonna die with us. But yeah, so yeah. Okay, and then just some little things that I felt like I should share with you guys about Baloo since he'll be here for a while. Let's see. He has a tattoo on his lip since he was a racehorse. I don't know what it says, but he's got a tattoo. He loves to be bathed and play with the water. When we were our first time of washing him, he went and took the hose and like stuck it up his mouth, but not completely, said he'd choke. But then he was just drinking water out of it, and that was pretty cute. Oh, he likes his ears being scratched, and they're really fluffy. Right? He loves to fall asleep as well. On the hotter days when I come out to work with him and we're working on groundwork, he'll just be like half asleep while I'm trying to like wake him up and get him moving. The first 2 weeks while he was here with us in quarantine, he did a lot of laying down just because it was a little hot outside and the flies were pretty bad. But with Griffin, whenever he laid down, as soon as I'd come out, he'd like sprint back up and be like, "You can't sit with me." With Baloo, I think I sat with him like almost every day just because he was super chill about laying down and having someone by him, which is awesome, and which is one of the reasons why I really wanted thoroughbred, just because I've heard that they like human attention a lot more, which is something that I haven't found with Griffin, and which is something that I felt like I was lacking as an equestrian. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like and then subscribe if you aren't subscribed already, and then just make sure to stay with us as we do this. I will be posting a lot of progress videos about him because I'm super excited to keep up to date on his progress and see how we progress through the years or months that he's with us. And yeah, bye.